Hey, how y'all doing? This is Cooking with Dave again. I'm Dave. I am the world's greatest chef. I know that I am because it says so right here on my apron. Anyway, today we're cooking one of my favorites. We're cooking something I learned how to cook in Korea. It's called bulgogi and rice. I learned how to cook this in Korea. I loved it. I was in Korea when I was in the Army in 1985. I spent a little over a year in Korea. And I love the food over there. I love especially the bulgogi and rice. It's something wonderful. Bulgogi pretty much means marinated beef, grilled. We're going to marinate beef and stir fry it. We're not going to grill it. You can grill if you want to. It's all about the marinade for this dish. Once you marinate this beef, it's going to taste wonderful with the spices that we're going to put on it. It is a thing. The flavor all comes from the marinade. It's wonderful. We're going to put some onions, some green onions, some sesame oil, some sesame seeds, a little sugar, a little soy sauce, and it's going to be wonderful. I'm going to bring you over here and show you how to put it together. Okay, I just took 2 pounds of top round, cut it in strips. So it was stir fry for strips, just like you're going to do any kind of stir fry. Any other oriental dish that you might think of, stir fry beef, no big deal. I washed it off and put it in here, and now I'm going to add my vegetables to my beef. The first thing we need to do is chop up all the vegetables. So let me do that real quick. Okay, now my vegetables are cut up and ready to go. Y'all know I got to put a little Dave twist on this thing. So, I'm going to add a few spices and things you're not supposed to put in it because it's my way. I got to put a Carolina twist on it. Here in South Carolina, we like to put a little South Carolina twist on it. But the recipe calls for some green onions. Just chop some green onions and put them right there on your beef. And then little diced onions right there on your beef. About a 1/4 cup soy sauce. You can put a little more if you want. I'm probably going to add a little water to make sure we have enough liquid that's going to cover all of our food. A little more than a 1/4 cup of sugar is what I'm putting in there. About the same amount of sugar as soy. You want to make sure you do about the same amount. This is just 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. And then I'm going to put, I got 2 tablespoons of sesame seed and 2 tablespoons of black pepper. We're going to put right in there. And then I'm going to add a little liquid and stir all this up and let it mix in. Now, what I had to do a little extra, I take some green peppers, put a little green peppers in there, and I'm going to put some yellow peppers in there. Now, you notice I didn't use all my vegetables because I'm going to use the rest of this whenever I stir fry it. I'm going to use this for my marinade, and then I'm going to have vegetables for my stir fry also. Now, I added just a dash of water to this, and I'm just going to mix it all up and make sure that everybody's covered with these spices, with this seasoning. And then I put a lid on it and let it sit in the refrigerator about 30 minutes. Depending on how much marinade you want to get up in there, you might do it for an hour. The soy is real salty, so the longer you do this, the more salty it's going to taste. So if you're going to do it overnight, you might want to decrease the soy by about half, because you don't want it to be real salty. But you can marinate this thing overnight if you. Alright, here we are at our frying pan. I put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan. A little bit of moisture is popping there. I want to make sure it's hot when I start putting my beef in there. I took my beef out of the refrigerator. That's my beef marinated, real marinated, still in there. What I'm going to do is just take my tongs and reach in there and grab the beef out of the marinade and stick it right into my hot frying pan. And I'm going to stir fry these bad boys, and they're going to be good. Now, if you wanted to, you can just take this and put it straight onto the grill, and you can grill these. Remember, bulgogi means marinated beef grilled. So we're going to stir fry it, and I like it this way. I get to make a little gravy with it for my rice that I like a lot, because that marinade, still some marinade on there, and it's going to cook with those vegetables and cook with that beef, and it's going to maintain that flavor with those peppers and onions. Oh man, sesame seed oil, a little sugar, some soy sauce. Oh, it's going to be good. Okay, once it returns to heat, starts bubbling up a little bit, just keep giving it a little stir. Just like you do a stir fry. Y'all know how to do a stir fry. Do a stir fry. Just cook it till it's all done. And then whenever you think it's done, taste it, and whenever it's tender enough, then it's ready to eat. And you'll see that our juice down there is going to thicken up for us and make us a little gravy that's going to be on our rice. We'll put a little soy sauce on it maybe, and it'll be good. Oh man, it's going to be good. Wish you could smell those flavors. They were just coming out of there. That sesame oil, sesame seeds, such a strong flavor. Now, when I was in Korea, this was probably my favorite dish to order in a restaurant. I would pretty much either order this or I would order American fried chicken in Korea. I loved American fried chicken in Korea because it tastes so good. And the Koreans, the way they cook, they're so crazy. You know, here in America, we've got pieces of chicken. We've got a leg, and we've got a thigh, and a breast, and a wing. They don't believe in all that. They take a chicken, take a whole bird, put it down there, and take a meat cleaver, and just chop it. Chop, 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 chop. And you could have a piece of fried chicken, sometimes have a little wing in it, sometimes have a little thigh in it with some breast. You never knew what you're going to get, but it was good. And I liked the mixture, a little white meat, a little dark meat. So I thought it was pretty interesting. They fried some chicken well. So I'd always order fried chicken, or else I'd order this. I'd order bulgogi and rice. I like bulgogi and rice. This is such a wonderful flavor. You don't get these flavors with that soy sauce and with the onions and with the green onions and with the sesame and anything else. I think it's just wonderful. Okay, cooking nicely. Now I have all my meat is all brown and pretty much cooked throughout. Now I just want it to be tender to the taste, and it will be very good. So what I'll do is I'll reduce my heat. I'll still keep it kind of high. I'm gonna put it on about medium, and then I'll put a lid on it and just let it thicken up and let that meat get tender. Okay, now whenever my moisture is all just about gone, I'll check my beef, and if it's tender, it's ready to go. I just wanted to thicken all this up, and if the meat is tender, then you're ready to go. If it's not, add a little water back to it, put lid on it, cook it a little longer until whatever kind of beef you're using gets tender. Some beef it takes longer to get done, some is quicker. This is stir-fried beef, it's pretty quick. Once I cooked all the moisture out, now we're looking like some bulgogi, what goes on some rice. This is gonna be good, I'm telling y'all right now. The flavors in this thing with the soy sauce and the sugar and the sesame, oh man, it's good. So I just cook it like that. Now I'm pretty much done and ready to go. But what I did, remember I left over those vegetables. We didn't put all those vegetables in the marinade. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in now. And I'm gonna cook them just till they're hot. And then they'll be ready to go on my rice with my bulgogi. Give me a little color in my bulgogi and rice. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. And then it is pretty much ready to go right there. Everybody's got some onion on there, a little salt, some peppers. Man, that's gonna be good. Just get a plate. Put some rice right in the middle of the plate. And put it right there on top of it. Oh man, that is good and gonna be wonderful. If you want, you serve a little soy sauce, but you probably have enough moisture off of your stir fry. Get the moisture for the rice. Up to you. Okay, there it is. Bulgogi rice with peppers. It's wonderful. Put a little South Carolina twist on it. Put some peppers in it. It's yellow peppers, green peppers. They're very good. I love the peppers, onions. This thing's wonderful. Y'all go out and try to cook this. It's very easy to do. A little stir fry. You'll love it. Everybody love you for it. It's very wonderful. Y'all remember, I am the world's greatest chef. It says so right here on my apron. Y'all have a great day.